Page 2. Work begins at Tsavo. When I landed at Mombasa, I fully expected to encounter many trials and hardships while engaged in building the railway through an inhospitable and savage territory. I anticipated engineering difficulties, perils from sunstrokes and fevers, a possible scarcity of food and water, but never for a moment did I realize that the African wilderness held in its mysterious recesses two prowling demons who looked upon myself and my workmen as a sort of manna sent down from heaven for their special delectation. All other difficulties were as nothing compared to the terrible toll of human sacrifice exacted nightly by these savage monsters who made Tsavo their headquarters and gave to that district an evil repute which lasts to this day. Mombasa, the starting point of the Uganda Railway, is an old Arab city fringed with palms and washed by the warm waters of the Indian Ocean. Up to the time of my arrival in tropical Africa, I had pictured to myself a desolate shore, sandy, rock-strewn, with the scorching sun burning up everything beneath it. But my first view of Mombasa gave me a pleasant surprise. Green verdure abounded as far as the eye could reach, while dazzlingly white, flat-roofed houses peeped out between tall coconut and spreading mango trees. Waving palms and huge baobabs, forming a most delightful and beautiful picture, framed against a dark background of well-wooded, verdant hills. The old town was bathed in brilliant sunshine and was reflected dreamily at the motionless sea. At the time of my arrival, railhead had just reached Tsavo, about 130 miles from the coast. Here it was found that a river, fed from the everlasting snows of Mount Kilimanjaro, surged across the track. The river ran in the center of a wide and deep depression, worn away in the course of ages, and this rift had to be spanned by means of a bridge. I was deputed to build this bridge and to carry out all the engineering works in the district. After spending a few days at Mombasa, I set out for my headquarters. For 20 miles or so after leaving the coast, the railway wound steadily upward through the beautifully wooded, park-like country, and on looking back out of the carriage window, I could, every now and then, obtain lovely views of Mombasa, while beyond the Indian Ocean sparkled in the glorious sunshine as far as the eye could reach. Soon, however, the whole character of the country changed. Green smiling, well-wooded uplands gave place to a wilderness, covered with bushy scrub and stunted trees, and carpeted with a layer of fine red dust which penetrated into every nook and cranny. Towards dusk, we reached Tsavo, and I felt somewhat depressed by the desolation and loneliness of my new surroundings. I slept that night in a little palm hut which had been built by some previous traveler, and which was fortunately